How will you measure the length of a line? What a naive question. At this stage, you might say, but what if it is not a straight line? Draw a zigzag line in your copy or on blackboard. Well, not too difficult again. You might take a thread, place it along the line, open up the thread and measure its length. Now imagine that you want to measure the length of the national highway, a river, the railway track between two stations, or the boundary between the two states or two nations. If you take a string of length 1 meter or 100 meters, keep it along the line, shift its position every time, the arithmetic of man, hours of labor, and expenses on the project is non commensurate with the outcome. Moreover, errors are bound to occur in this enormous task. There is an interesting fact about this. France and Belgium share a common international boundary whose length mentioned in the official documents of the two countries differ substantially. Go one step beyond and imagine the coastline where land meets sea. Roads and rivers have fairly mild bends as compared to the coastline. Even so, all documents, including our school books containing information on the length of the coastline of Gujarat or Andhra Pradesh or the common boundary between two states, etc., railway tickets come with the distance between stations printed on them. We have milestones all along the roads indicating the distance of various towns. So, how is it done? One has to decide how much error one can tolerate and optimize cost effectiveness. If you want smaller errors, it will involve high technology and high cost. Suffice it to say that it requires fairly advanced level of physics, mathematics, engineering and technology. It belongs to the areas of fractals which has laterally become popular in theoretical physics. Even then, one does not know how much to rely on the figure that props up, as it clear from the story of France and Belgium. Incidentally, this story of France and Belgium discrepancy appears on the first page of an advanced physics book on the subject of fractals and chaos.